for this equinox. This equinox is such a big portal, and we're activating the portal again from the December 21st solstice and the Great Conjunction. So let me know how you're feeling. Also, please introduce yourself in the comments. Let me know where you're coming in from. Introduce yourself to a new face, to an old friend, because we host these Soul Family Fridays every other Friday, because we need to come together, we need to connect in this shared space, because when we come together, when we unite our energy, it amplifies both our energy and the energy of the collective. So thank you so much, because I know there could be a million other things that you could be doing on this Friday, and you chose to spend your time and your energy with us, and I'm just so grateful for you for doing this and doing this for the collective. Today's ceremony is going to be so beautiful and powerful, because it's going to be special, because we're going to leverage the energy of the equinox, and we're going to be not only manifesting the most optimal timeline for this transitional period, but we're also going to activate the energy centers of Mother Earth. Just like you have chakras, just like you have meridian centers running all over your body. You can think about these energy centers like highways of energy running through your body. Those are meridians, and Mother Earth also has these. They're called ley lines. And what we're going to do is we're going to go and activate these energy centers of the Earth, because we are finally able to activate more of these portals. A lot of these sacred sites, some of them are very active, some of them are mildly active, and so when we go and activate them with our human vitality, with our prana, with our chi, with our life force, it really helps to open them up so that more of this divine energy can come into our planet, and we can move through this ascension process in a much easier, faster, and graceful way. So again, thank you so much. I'm so excited to connect with you. Let me just see in the chat who's joining. Oh honey, it's sideways. Look.
Really?
Yeah. That's so weird.
That's weird.
Yeah, someone said it in the chat as well. The camera is sideways. You want to flip it? Okay, let me see who else is here. Aloha. We have Spain. We have, let me see. Who else do we have? Hi, Vanessa from Australia. Hey, Lipsy. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Alex. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Adeline. Oh, it's so good to connect with the Soul Family again. Canada.
What's happening right now?
Suriname. From Vienna. Also, it's super blurry. I don't know are you guys seeing it super blurry?
How about
it's
that?
Very blurry on my screen. Hi, greetings to Hungary, North Carolina. Hey, Malika. Which crystals should we have for this ceremony? What I would recommend, the crystals that you get, no, it's going sideways again. The screen is going sideways again. So the crystals that I would recommend that you get pyrite, citrine, tiger's eye, any yellow looking crystal that you have, because those are good for your solar plexus, and we're going to use the solar plexus to manifest. And so if you have citrine, those are good. If you have rose quartz, because we're also going to be working and manifesting from the heart space. And we're also going to be using, if you have quartz, just clear quartz, because quartz helps to amplify the energy. If you have quartz, if you have chrysocolla, malachite, any of these crystals will be helpful for the ceremony today. No, it's sideways again.
Oh well.
You just have to turn it.
Really?
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for your patience. I know every time I feel like there's always some tech stuff happening, so thank you guys for your patience. So let me see, who else do we have here? We have Nashville, that's awesome, San Diego. So please introduce yourself to someone, a friend, a new face, an old face. Please introduce yourself, like say hi to someone that you recognize, say hi to a new face. Because again, the more that we connect, the more we activate this collective energy of the group, and that's the most important thing about this. Also, can you make sure that it's not on data, that it's on the Wi-Fi?
It's on Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Oh, cool. Hello to Marcelina from Birmingham, the UK. We have so many people from the UK. That's awesome. That's actually where one of the biggest portals is on our planet. The heart chakra is there, and also the third eye chakra is there. So that's so beautiful that we have so many light warriors bringing in and anchoring that energy into England. So what you're going to need for the ceremony is you're going to need a candle. It doesn't matter what color candle that you're going to use, as long as it's a candle. If you don't have a candle, no worries. I will light a candle for you. If you have sage, palo santo, or incense, you can also bring that to our ceremony to cleanse your space. I cleansed the space before I joined, so you can feel free to do that now. Also, everyone needs water. So yes, we're going to be activating the Earth's energy centers, but when we send this energy out, we also receive it. So just make sure that you are drinking a lot of water, because if your body is not hydrated when we're doing this healing, when we're doing these activations, then you might get a headache afterwards, you might feel nauseous, and it won't be a fun experience for you. So just remember to drink lots of water. So I'm going to take a sip with you guys right now. Also, you're going to want to grab some essential oils. If you have essential oils, go grab some. Again, for this equinox, as you guys are preparing up for this equinox, and yes, equinox is on March 20th, but this portal will be open for a few days after that. So you want to just play some mantras in your house. You want to sage your space or use a singing bowl to cleanse it. If you don't have any of that, then just open up all the windows and allow as much fresh energy and light to come into your space, because again, we are entering a new season, so you want to bring this wave of change, wave of fresh energy into your home. Okay, that's very important. Okay, so yes, also if you're watching the recording of this, know that you are still leveraging the energy of the group, because what we're going to do, the connection that we're about to have, it's going to be beyond time and space. I mean, we have people from India, from the UK, from Spain, from Hungary, from all over the world right now, and we're still connecting even though we're across time zones. Because what we're going to do is we're going to leave the physical body here, and we're going to do this with the soul. So we're all going to connect on the etheric plane, and the etheric plane is not bounded by time. Like here we're saying, oh, it's 1 p.m. PST. But when you go up to the other dimensions, time does not work the same in some dimensions, and some dimensions are just not bounded by time at all. And so what we're going to do is you're going to benefit from this regardless of when you're listening to this in the past, in the present, or in the future. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. What I would recommend that you do is just find a comfortable space where you won't be disturbed. This is going to be around like 20 to 25 minutes. And I would recommend also that if possible, put a scarf on or shut your blinds for a second, because you want it to be dark so that you can just get into this really relaxed state. So also, can you guys please let me know, how is the music? Is the music too loud? Is it too low? Please let me know in the chat so I can change it before we start our ceremony. Okay, the music is perfect. Awesome, I'm so glad. Okay, so I don't know why it's so blurry. Is it blurry for you guys? Is your screen blurry? Because as I'm seeing it here, it looks so blurry. But oh well, it doesn't matter. You don't need to see me anyways. Because what we're going to do is we're going to just go within, and we're going to do this journey within. And again, that is where you'll find all your answers. That's where you'll find everything that you're looking for within. So again, you don't have to look at the screen, but we are going to go ahead and light our candles together. So if you want to grab a candle now. Oh, everyone's saying it's blurry. That's so weird. Okay, I'm sorry for all the tech difficulties. It's so strange. Also, I know social media was down earlier today, so if you can share this with a friend, like share this with 2 friends, that would be really amazing because again, the more people that we have, the more energy that we leverage, and then the more powerful our manifesting will be for the earth and the collective timelines. Okay, so it's 111. So yes, it's a time for new beginnings. I love that. And you're gonna constantly see angel numbers always throughout this portal. So go ahead and light your candle now. And before you light your candle, actually, we're gonna have 3 intentions, okay? So our first intention is going to be to light this candle for ourselves. So light this candle for yourself to bring more light into your life for this new season that's coming up. And the second intention is we're gonna light this for our spirit guides. So we're gonna call in our spirit guides, our spirit team to come and help us to do this work. And the third intention is we're gonna light it for everyone watching this in the past, present, and future, and also just for all the beings here on our planet. Okay, so just have those 3 intentions in mind as you're lighting your candle, and also please make sure you're doing this safely. Make sure there's nothing like that can catch on fire or nothing that can mess with your flame as you're doing this. Also, tomorrow is the start of Aries season, and Aries is all about fire. So you want to work with this fire a lot over these next few weeks, because this fire energy is what's going to help us to manifest. Manifesting happens with electric and magnetic energy. So the law of attraction is the magnetic energy, and then the law of action is the electric energy. So remember to, if you want to manifest, you have to use that electric energy. So use that fire to help you to manifest. Okay, so now you can just like put your phone down. We're gonna go ahead and get started, and I'm gonna guide you through the whole process. It's okay if your mind wanders. Every time your mind is wandering, just return back to my voice and return back into your breath. Okay, and then take a sip of water before we start. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually cleanse our crystals, because crystals have to be cleansed every time that you work with them, because they're like sponges. Not only do they absorb energy, but they also send out energy. So we're just going to clear the energy of the crystals so that it's clear for us to work with, and we're not absorbing any of the dense stuff that it picked up. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're just going to hold your crystal like near your mouth, and you're going to chant Om 3 times. So just Om 3 times. And why do we chant this? Because Om is the first sound of the universe. Om helps to clear the energy out, and it's just the frequency of Om. It's a wave as you're chanting it, and it helps to cleanse the space. Also, this equinox is an amazing time for you to work with sound healing, to do some chanting like this, to practice light language, to sing, to practice toning, because this is the optimal time to use that type of healing modality, okay? So just grab your crystals, and we're just gonna chant Om together 3 times. Just place them near your mouth. Take a deep breath in. Om. And just feel that frequency move through your body. Your body may already start to be pulsating or vibrating, and just observe all those sensations. And I just maybe move your head from side to side, move it in a circle, rotating, and we're just gonna open up the energy centers of our bodies. rotate your head. And then you can rotate your spine. If you're sitting, you can just move your spine from side to side. You can move your wrists, rotate your wrists. Beautiful. We're just shaking out any energy that's stuck in our body. And just take deep breaths. You can either breathe in through the mouth and out through the nose, or vice versa. Just allow the breath to move through your body. Good. Now just shake out your body, shake out your body, shake out all the energy that you just moved around. And now I'm going to invite you to visualize that you are sitting inside of a beautiful gold pyramid. And if you have trouble visualizing, just set the intention. Just feel that you are inside of a pyramid. And the reason why we're creating this pyramid around us is to amplify our energy, because pyramids help to boost energy by concentrating it with its sacred geometry. And as you're seeing this beautiful gold pyramid around you, set the intention that only the highest vibrations for your highest good are coming in through this pyramid. And now, just take a deep cleansing breath in. Take the deepest breath that you have taken all week. And exhale out through your mouth. And as you're doing that, just set the intention that you're releasing all your stress, all your worries. And from the bottom of your feet, you see roots growing. And these roots are going down into the soil, down into the core of the earth. And as you feel your roots connected to the core of the earth, place your hands on your heart and just give gratitude right now for the delicious food and water and fresh air that Mother Earth has gifted you. And just feel that gratitude in your heart space. That she's giving you so many gifts. And just feel that gratitude. Now focusing on your heart space. Just connect with the rhythm of your heart. Observe your heart's heartbeat and connect to its power. The heart is the most powerful instrument in this entire planet. And in these next few minutes, we're going to return to this power of the heart. Beautiful. And now focusing on your heart space. Feel gratitude for your soul family, for all of the light warriors around the world, for your spirit guides, your ancestors, your starseed family. Just feel that gratitude in your heart space right now, knowing that you are supported on this journey, that you are walking this journey with so many beautiful beings. And just feel that support in your heart space. And breathing out through the heart. Beautiful. Now I'm going to invite you to place your tongue at the roof of your mouth. This is going to help you to create more saliva in your body so that the water and the energy can flow faster and smoothly. And now I'm going to invite you to keep your head still, relax your shoulders, maybe open up your shoulders a bit. And you're going to only move your eyes. You're going to look slightly up, like you're looking up at your third eye, up at the middle of your forehead, very gently. And this is to put your brain in a very relaxed state so you can enjoy the deepest connection with your soul. Breathing in and exhaling out. Now we're going to ask all distortions, any energy that doesn't belong to us, any energy that's no longer serving our highest good. We're going to breathe out, and with the breath out, you're going to move all of this excess energy that no longer serves your highest good. You're going to move that to the outside of your pyramid. Breathing in and exhaling out all stale energy, all stress, all the fears, all of the worries, all of the doubts. Beautiful. And now you can place your hands on your sides. You can place one hand on your heart, one hand on your solar plexus. Just choose the hand positions that your body is guiding you to choose. There is no right way. Listen to your body. Allow your hands to move to where they need to move. Because you already know. Breathing in and exhaling out. And now you bring your awareness to the core of the earth where you see your roots firmly planted. It's like these strong roots, this strong foundation. And you're going to breathe in the earth's grounding energy up through your roots, up to your legs, up your spine, and up 6 inches above your head into your crown chakra. And as you send this grounding energy there, you're bringing balance back into your body. Again, breathing in from the core of the earth, this grounding energy. Sending it up the spine. And up into the crown. And as you exhale, you're exhaling all of this grounding energy into all of the cells of your body. And now this time we're going to breathe in the earth's heartbeat. So breathe in the earth's heartbeat. Send that up your spine. And up into the crown. And just feel this complete alignment in your body. Breathing in and exhaling out. And focus on your breath right now. And just set the intention to bring all of your awareness into this present moment. It's okay if your mind is wandering. Just return it back to the breath. Breathing in and exhaling out. Now you're going to breathe a beautiful, bright, nourishing, warm, cleansing light from the top of your head. It's going down your spine and down into the earth. And it's just releasing and removing any other energy that doesn't serve your highest good. Breathing in this beautiful, nourishing gold light and sending it down the spine, down into the core of the earth. And again, breathe in this harmonizing, balancing gold light. And as you feel it pouring down your body, you're feeling so incredibly balanced, aware, and at ease. Breathing in and exhaling out. And now we're going to invite our spirit guides, our ancestors, our starseed families. We're going to invite them into our pyramids. And just call them with your heart. Inviting only what is in total alignment with our soul. And we're going to ask that all distortions be filtered out to the outside of our pyramid. Beautiful. Breathing in and exhaling out. And just feel that gratitude for your spirit team. Feel their love, their support. And as you open up your heart, you start to see all of these other beautiful bright lights around you. And that's everyone listening to this meditation in the past, in the present, and in the future. And just feel that gratitude for everyone right now. Because we're all about to connect and share our power. And just feel that gratitude for that connection. And now just set the intention that you see yourself floating in your pyramid. You see yourself floating to any sacred site that calls to you. Just ask your higher self, what is the most optimal sacred site for me to be at right now? And just send your awareness to that sacred site. See yourself at this sacred site. You can feel the energy, you can feel the power. And now you see all of these lights all around the world. And these are all of the light warriors all around the world. And we're about to create a grid to connect all of us. And to connect all of these sacred sites. And as you are sitting in the sacred site, you can feel the energy. And from your heart space, you're just going to shine this beautiful radiating light all around this sacred site. And as you send this beautiful radiating light, you're setting the intention that this sacred site and the land that it is on is optimized for the change that's occurring on our planet and in our solar system. And just breathe in and keep exhaling out through your heart space. It's like you're shining a a flashlight from your heart, and it's infusing this entire sacred site. And as you see it infusing the grass, the soil, the cement, the mud, the stones begin to light up. And it starts getting brighter and brighter. As your light optimizes the energy at the sacred site. Breathing in and exhaling out through the heart space. Breathing in and exhaling out. And now you see the entire sacred site completely lit up. And it's like it's pulsating, it's like vibrating. And now you're going to send your beautiful life force up into the sky. And on the sky above you, you see like this network. It's like a web of energy. And this web of energy is the energy from all the sacred sites around the world. All the ley lines, the energy portals of Mother Earth. And as we send our beautiful light and our love into this web, we're asking our spirit guides, our ancestors, our starseed family to help us as we do this, so that we can optimize the energy on our planet for the collective's most optimal timeline. And in your heart space, connect with this sense of peace, unconditional love, support, abundance, acceptance. And send that into this network of energy that you see all around our planet. And this web, this network, it's growing brighter and brighter, and you can see the energy, you can feel the energy of our planet. And as you send this beautiful light and love from your heart, set the intention that right now in this present moment, you and we are optimizing the conflicts and the transformation that are happening all around the world. All of the social, environmental, political, economic, health, all of these conflicts are being optimized right now, all over the world. In each continent, you see this web infusing its light into exactly where it needs to go, so that all of these conflicts may happen with the least amount of distortion, destruction, and suffering as possible. And may they happen in divine timing and in the most optimal way possible. Breathing in and exhaling out through the heart. And just know that it's been done. You can repeat this out loud or in your mind. So be it, and so it is. And feel that sense of celebration, of victory. Because all of these conflicts are over. Now just see this beautiful bright light. It's like a string of energy. It's right in front of our planet. And this is the future timeline for the collective. And what we're going to do is we're going to send light into the timeline, the most optimal timeline for the collective. And again, shine your beautiful light from the center of your chest. We're going to ask our spirit team to help us. And as you see your light shining, you actually see so many different rays of light, so many different colors from all of the beings around the world who are helping to do this work. And as you were shining into this future, set the intention that we're optimizing the collective's timeline. So that everything may happen in the most optimal way possible in divine timing. Taking a deep breath in, bringing awareness back into your body. And you connect back with your pyramid. You bring your awareness into the sacred land that you're there. And just give gratitude and love and appreciation to that sacred spot. Ask for wisdom. Ask for blessings. And now you see your pyramid floating. And as you're floating out of this sacred spot, you see yourself floating around the earth with all of the people here with you right now. And you see all of these beautiful, bright, sparkling lights all around you. And you also see this gorgeous network of light all around the world, around the planet. And now you see your pyramid slowly returning back into your room, bringing your awareness to your breath. As you breathe, you send this breath to all of the cells in your body. Breathing in and connecting with the roots that are in the core of the earth. We're going to breathe in the grounding energy, send that up your spine and up into your crown. Good. And now your roots return back to your feet. And take a deep breath and wiggle out your fingers. Slowly, at your own pace, returning your awareness back to your body, back into the room, back into the sounds, feeling the feet touching the ground, feeling the temperature of the room. At your own pace, we're going to rub our palms together. If you're wearing glasses, please remove them. Rub your palms together. As you're rubbing your palms together, give gratitude for all the people listening to this. Give gratitude to your spirit team for helping you, and give gratitude to yourself for having the wisdom, the courage, and the power to do what you just did. And once you feel the heating between your hands, you're going to place your hands on top of your eyes. And breathe in these blessings, this warm, nourishing energy. Send this into every cell in your body. Taking deep breaths of this warm, healing energy. And now just bring your entire awareness back into your body. And we're going to ask that all portals that don't serve our highest and greatest good right now, may they be closed. So just set that intention and see all portals that don't serve your highest good closing right now. Breathe in. And as you exhale, you're closing them. And whenever you're ready, you can slowly, very gently open your eyes and drink some water. I love that as I returned, it changed the count of people watching, and it went to 77, and 7 is the number of the divine. So, love how the Ascended Masters are here with us right now. Thank you guys so much for bringing your ancestors, your spirit team, and that was just so powerful. So much energy flowing through. Let me know in the chat how you're feeling. Let me know what you experienced. And it's so important for you to drink a lot of water, because the more water that you drink, the easier it will be for your body to integrate the activations coming in. Because what's happening right now is why is there a portal? Because the sun and the earth, they are aligned in a particular way. So right now there's changes happening on our Earth's magnetic layer. So there's like an opening in the magnetic layer of the Earth. That's why new energy can flow in. And this energy is not normally available to us, and our ancestors knew this. That's why they always gathered around the equinox and the solstice. That's why there are so many sacred sites that were specifically created for these days. Can you think about that? Can you take a second and just absorb the fact that without an iPad, without a cell phone, without a smartphone, without satellites, our ancestors knew exactly when the sun was going to hit a particular point of the pyramids, of certain caves, and this is all around the world. This is in Asia, in Africa, in the Middle East, in Europe, in the Americas. This is all over the world that they knew that the sun was going to hit this specific place, and that's why they created these sacred sites there. And so this energy is so incredibly powerful every single time. But why is it more powerful right now during this gateway? Because we are moving through a 26,000-year-old cycle. We are ending a 26,000-year-old cycle. And so now the energy is just on a whole nother level. Because think about a watch. If you've ever opened up a watch and you see all the gears, and all the gears have to line up specifically for the things to turn, right? And so what's happening since 2012 and 2020, it's like all of these gears, like so many different gears lined up, are lining up during this time so that we can enter this 26,000 1,000,000-year-old cycle that we're entering now with the golden age of Aquarius, the new age, we're creating a new earth, and this has been written for thousands of years. It's nothing new. It's just new in our consciousness because our consciousness is now expanding. That's why also now we're going to start seeing more crystals being discovered, because before we were not ready to work with these high vibrational crystals. If you've heard about tektites are these crystals that are an interesting combination of meteorites, and some are also a combination of meteorites and earth minerals. And so now we're finally able to work with these new crystals coming in. Andara crystals are some of those new crystals that are being discovered. And so again, we're going to be seeing so many new portals opening up because now these gateways are finally available to us, because before we were asleep. It's like our eyes were covered, our third eye was covered, we were asleep. And now we're awakening to our divine power. We're awakening to the power of the heart. We're awakening to the divine connection within all life around us, between me and you, everyone watching this, the trees outside, the birds outside. It's this web of life that we are finally awakening to, this idea of oneness, where we're not seeing this tree as separate from ourselves, realizing that we are intricately connected with it. And that's why during the equinox, if you can, please take some time over these next few days to sit outside. You don't have to go to the beach, you don't have to go climb a mountain. Don't worry, I'm not telling you to go to the jungle. Just go to a park near you, go sit in your garden, but really sit with the earth, because the energy right now is just so intense that you want to make sure that you're grounding this activation, the wisdom that's coming in, the energy that's coming in. You want to ground that into your physical body. So you, if possible, please take some time, do whatever you can to spend some time just putting your bare feet on the earth, because the earth's energy field helps to detox your body. And what we're experiencing right now is a huge detoxing. That's why there's so many horrible things happening in our world, like the terrorist attack that happened in the US a few days ago. Why are these horrible things happening now? Why are so many police, brutality is coming to the surface? It's not only in the US where police brutality protests are coming up, it's happening around the world. Why? Because we're finally we're being triggered. We're seeing all the hate, the division, the corruption. We're seeing all of that. It's like the universe is saying, boom, here, look at this. This is what you need to heal. And the collective is purging right now. And so we're seeing these things coming up to the surface so we can finally heal that hate, that division, that sense of separation, because we really are this one living, breathing organism. Even your entire body, you think you're this one being, you're not. You have bacteria. There are live amoebas in your gut right now that are helping you to digest. These are their own individual organisms, and you're this web of life in your gut, in your entire system. Okay, so we look separate, we look individual, but we're actually just connected to this huge web. And that's what we're realizing only just now. And that's why when we hurt someone else, we're actually just hurting ourselves. And we're slowly starting to realize that. And that's why it's so important for us to come together and to do this work. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for doing this. I know it's not the easiest thing to do, to be awake, to feel the pain, the suffering in the world. I know it's not easy, but that's why you're here. You're here to shine your beautiful divine light, and you're here to share your power with all the beings here on this planet. And you knew that all of these gears were going to be lining up. You knew that that was going to be happening right now during this lifetime, and you were like, hey, sign me up. I want to go help the earth out of this darkness, out of this crazy hole that they got themselves into. So thank you. And just remember that as we're seeing the destruction of old systems in our world, of old paradigms, just remember that there's something bigger at play here. And try to avoid absorbing the suffering. Try to avoid absorbing the pain, because you don't want to be like a sponge. You want to be a radiator. So instead of, there's so many horrible things happening. So instead of absorbing the suffering and the pain, how about you send them compassion? How about but again, why in this meditation did we start with lighting the candle for ourselves? Why in this meditation did we start by clearing out our own energy field first? Because it all has to start inside first. So you have to be compassionate with yourself. If you want to create a more abundant world, a more safe, accepting, loving world, you have to create that world inside of your own environment right now, because we're like mini universes. Like I said, there's trillions of living things in your body right now, and you need to bring that energy into your body so that then you can radiate it out. So bring compassion to yourself and then send that to all the beings around our planet that are suffering, because yes, suffering is very real, and just because some of us are awakened and some of us may already be resonating at the fourth, fifth dimensions, doesn't mean that other people are not. But again, you want to send them your love, and also just know that everyone is on their own path. Everyone is so wise that they chose their own path and are choosing these experiences for a reason. And they are each divine, powerful souls. So just be aware of that law of free will, because that will help to free your heart up a lot. Okay, let me see the chat now. Let me see what you guys experienced. Please drink some water. Please drink some water. It's so important to drink water. Someone said I definitely went to Egypt, Al-Aqsa in Jerusalem. I felt a chill moving from my feet to my face, so powerful. I can't wait until tomorrow. Yeah, I can't wait to connect with you guys tomorrow as well. So tomorrow we're having a manifesting ceremony and meditation, something like this, but more for your own life. So right now we did this for the earth, but tomorrow we're going to focus this for our own soul's path, because again, like I mentioned right now, and as I'm saying these words, my third eye is like boom, boom, boom. It feels like a heartbeat. So the law of free will. People who are suffering, I know it's hard to, like, why would they choose suffering? Because because we've, for thousands of years, we decided that we wanted to play this game of duality. We wanted to see how bad the extremes could be. We had this polarity, but now we are ending that, and we're entering an era of expansion. It's no longer about duality, it's about oneness and expanding through oneness, and not having to go through intense circumstances like extreme poverty, extreme wealth. We don't need to experience those extremes to grow as souls on this planet. Now we're going to do that through expansion, and that is shown through this spiral. And you will see this spiral in so many different cultures. This spiral is showing up in so many different cultures for a reason, okay? And so right now we are being given a choice. How do we want to move through this time of transformation? Do we want to, it's a choice, do we want to stay in these karmic cycles as individuals, as a soul, but we also travel with soul families. So you can choose to end those karmic cycles for your entire lineage, your ancestral lineage, and that will happen for your future lineage as well. But it's not, a lot of the people think that karma is about your ancestors and your past life. Yes, those are two types of karma, but there's also another type of karma where, again, we reincarnated with a soul family. As a soul family, we before we came to earth, we were like, okay, let's go together because we're gonna help each other through this process, because let's face it, being human is not the easiest thing in this planet. Again, I said this before, the aliens, the angels, they admire us for having the courage to go through this experience because it's tough, right? And so when we reincarnate, we tend to do that in soul families. And sometimes our soul families can drag us down, because sometimes there are souls that have not learned their lessons and they keep going through that cycle, so you're stuck here still in that cycle and you can't move forward into more expansion, into the next lesson. So it's also important for us to release certain attachments with our soul families. And again, when we're doing this out of love. We're not like, oh, you suck, like, why can't you ever learn your lesson? No, it's not about that. It's about, again, okay, I see where you're struggling. I am choosing out of love for myself to move on to the next cycle. And again, it's not like you're going to release them completely from your soul family. They're still going to be there. But that aspect of the lesson that you're trying to learn, you will just move on to another lesson. And again, it's connected to this spiral because we're moving closer to the center spiral. We're moving closer to oneness. We're moving closer to our truth. And the truth is realizing that we are everything. We are oneness. We're all-encompassing life and divinity. So what we're going to do in our ceremony tomorrow is we're going to optimize and choose what timeline we want to exist in. Because again, there's free will, and now we can choose what timeline to exist in. Yes, I'm talking about 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th dimensional timelines, but I'm also talking about like there's a part of you existing in a parallel reality right now, and that's exactly why we have deja vu happening to us. And deja vu is probably happening more frequently to a lot of you because of all these changes and this portal that's happening. And so you have the choice to decide which timeline to exist in. So if you choose a higher timeline, then you choose an easier experience for yourself, because the 3rd, 4th dimensions, they're dense, they're more dense. It's not like they're lower, like, it's not a hierarchy anymore. Hierarchies are also an idea of an old world, an old paradigm of duality. It's no longer one's better than the other. It's just about the resonance of it. It's denser. 3rd and 4th are denser. Why is it so dense? Why are the angels not floating around here in the room right now that you can see them? You can see them with your 3rd eye. You can feel them with your heart chakra, but why can't you see them with your physical eye? Because their frequency is so light that they're not in dense physical material forms, because material stuff is dense. So we have the power to choose the timeline. If you choose a timeline that's higher, then it's going to be a lighter experience. So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow in our ceremony. It's going to be focused, yes, of course, on manifesting, but really aligning with our soul's like highest timeline, because we don't have to deal with all the bullshit that's happening right now. We don't have to deal with the illusion. We don't have to deal with all of that, all of those struggles, the fear. We don't have to deal with it. It's a choice. And so tomorrow what we're going to do is we're going to align with those timelines. We're also going to be manifesting. The manifesting results that we get during these ceremonies are out of this world. If you want to see those the success stories that people got, like people got checks for $2,222, people got unexpected money, someone won a court case, someone got their dream job, etc., etc. If you want to read more about those, you can click the description of this video, and then you can read more about the ceremony and the success that people have had. So we're going to be doing manifesting, and we're also going to remove any challenges from the next 3 months, because Equinox affects the next 3 months until the solstice. The solstice, I'm already telling you this right now, the solstice is going to be a huge gateway as well. So again, you see these 3 gateways, the December 21st, March 20th, and June 21st. So these are 3 huge gateways that you want to work with, and you're also going to see things happening so quickly between these time frames. And that's why you want to align with your highest, most optimal timeline, so that you are moving through this change. Because let me make an asterisk right here. Okay? Ascension, it's not like this, you know. So usually we see graphs and they're a diagonal line. This is how growth happens. But our soul's growth is actually happening like this. It's exponential, and eventually it's going to flatline. It's going to flatline. Growth will be not as quick, not as easy in 8 years from now. So you want to take advantage of this time to grow and expand your soul as much as possible. So challenges are helpful. Challenges are necessary for our growth to expand, to learn lessons. Certain challenges are not, okay? Like the death of a loved one. That may not be necessary for you to go through the dark night of the soul to expand. An accident, a car accident, you know, you losing your job, you having a bad breakup. All of these things are not necessary some of these things are not necessary, right? Some of them are. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do an alchemy ritual to remove any of those unnecessary things that are holding you back. And we're going to do this with our spirit team, and it's just going to be so beautiful and awesome. So if you want to join that, that's going to be tomorrow. And also we're going to be offering the recording if you want to purchase that as well. So you can find more information about the ceremony in the description of this video. It's going to be on the Zoom, and you get all the instructions for everything that you need to bring to the ceremony in an email PDF. So just make sure that you're writing the right email so that you get this PDF, okay? And just click the download access in that purchase confirmation, and click that, and then the PDF will open up. Someone said, I used to draw spirals as a kid all the time. That's so awesome. And again, because when we're children, we're still working with the subconscious mind. So as children, we still have access to some of our wisdom from our past lifetimes. There was this researcher, I think he was from the University of Virginia, and he studied 500 cases of children who could recount their past lifetimes. Like, they would look at pictures and they'd be like, oh, that was my battalion, I went to World War I, and then the child would describe like the number of the battalion, who was in the battalion, their uniform, etc. And so that's how they were able to cross-check whether it was actually valid or not. So as children, we were so tapped into our intuition, and as we grew into this world, our third eye our pineal gland started to get calcified because of the air is polluted, the water, don't drink tap water because it has fluoride, so drink filtered water, the food, etc. Right, all these things help to block our pineal gland, and also just being socialized by society. Society said, no, don't have imaginary friends. When I was little, I was doing a clearing for myself yesterday. I'm still working on my doubt, and I'm clearing my doubt, and I was like, where did this start? And then I got this vision of my grandma. Back when I used to talk to imaginary friends, because I come from a line of mediums, and so I had these gifts when I was young, and a lot of us had these gifts when we were young, and they sort of left us. And so I had these imaginary friends that I would talk to, and my grandma was like, stop doing that, and then my grandpa yelled at her for yelling at me, and so this created this block of, and anyways, the point is that we really need to release our blocks. I would recommend that you listen to a release. We have 2 meditations down in the description of this video to help you to release, because you need to release your blocks before you manifest, because you can manifest, but if you have your block there, you won't be able to accept and receive your manifestation. So that's another tip. Remember to release before you're manifesting. That's so important. Someone said, I had imaginary pets, not friends. It's likely that you were talking to the elven world. You know, they're very small creatures in these other realms. So I wonder if you were talking to them. So someone said, so how do I stop suffering with my chronic illness? It's been 2 years of my herbal treatment, but I still feel so ill. I need healing, a clearing. But yeah, what you need to do is you need to talk. We need to ask. That disease is trying to get your attention to something that's out of balance in your field. So you need to talk to the disease and ask what it's trying to tell you, and then work through that process. There's also amazing healers who can work with that. There's medical mediums who can help you with that, and shamans as well. What does it mean when you see a white bird? White bird represents freedom, and that's exactly what this new chapter is about. Like you heard me say, all the levers are lining up for us to enter this new golden age of Aquarius. And so before we were stuck in this realm of duality, and now we're moving to this realm of expansion. But also we were stuck because, you know, the aliens messed with our DNA, and so we've been systematically and artificially limited both by aliens and also by beings on this planet who are collaborating with those not so friendly aliens. But now we are being freed. So now is the time where the humans are being freed, and at the soul level. So I mean, Bob Marley talked about this in his songs, talking about mental slavery and all these things. If you watch The Matrix, go watch The Matrix. If you have not seen that movie from 1994 with Keanu Reeves, or 1999, I think it came out in 1999 with Keanu Reeves. Go watch that. Also, side note, Matrix 4 is coming out, and it's coming out during the solstice in December. It's coming out the day before. So I'm fingers crossed, like, let's have a watch party. Like, can we organize that? I'm manifesting that for us, for our community here in California. Let's have a watch party for Matrix 4. But in Matrix, like, it talks about how we're ingrained in this artificial reality, and that's what's actually happening. And so it's right now we're being freed from that, and it's funny because Dr. Bruce Lipton says The Matrix is a documentary. If you don't know who Dr. Bruce Lipton is, he's like this leading pioneer researcher in the subconscious mind, and talking about epigenetics and how, like, we can transform our brains and release blocks, etc., from a scientific point of view. So he's actually a scientist, and and this is so true of so many different scientists that I've heard of. So a lot of scientists, when they go look through a microscope, and there's like super powerful microscope that gets you to see things 5,000 times clearer, right, at a small atomic level. Some of these scientists, they're like so mind blown, like, how can this be so perfect, that they actually end up turning into spirituality. And Dr. Bruce Lipton is one of them. He like wears white now and has crystals and stuff, so it's really cool. And even the Heart Math Institute, go check them out. Like, they're doing amazing work in the power of the heart. They're all scientists who quit their traditional science jobs to pursue this like energy space to really show people the power of the heart. And so again, we're seeing science now breaking free of, the money that's controlling science. Because money is controlling science. People think science is so real, it's objective. There's universities get money from pharmaceuticals, from the government. And so you have to follow certain agendas, research projects, in order to get your projects funded, right? And so that's another tangent. I'm sorry, that's another tangent. But anyways, point is that we're breaking through. The illusion is coming up to the surface. And I want you guys, if possible, to please listen to this meditation again. Please listen to it again so we can really optimize this future. And also, when you listen to it again, can you please just set the intention that illusion is rising to the surface? Set that intention so that we can, get through this process much easier, much faster. And yeah, it's such a super exciting shift that we're going through. It's such an exciting shift that we're going to. So yes, there are 2 clearing meditations that you can listen to. I would recommend that you listen to them today so that you can manifest better tomorrow. And again, it doesn't matter if you're watching the recording of this, you can manifest any day over the next week, because this portal is so big and it's so intense that you can still work with its energy. But again, you want to release before you manifest. And drink lots of water. It's so important. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. It's going to be such an amazing ceremony. It's going to be so powerful. I'm so excited. I think we have like 200 people signed up or something like that. And so when you manifest with 200 people, you are leveraging not only your energy, but you're going to leverage the energy of 200 people. And whatever they're manifesting will also help you to manifest what they are manifesting. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be so exciting. Let me see. If you guys have any questions. And again, yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you all so much for joining, because I know there could be a million things that you can be doing instead of this. So I really appreciate you taking the time to share your power with the world. Because again, there's so many people interested in ascension. There's so many people interested in aliens and astral projection and third eye, but the true light warriors are the ones coming and sharing their light with the world. And I just want to honor you for that, because you are already so far ahead of your journey if you realize all of this. So just really honor you for walking this path. Like I said, sometimes it's a lonely path. Like I've lost 90% of my relationships as I started walking this path, if not more. And so creating these communities is so dear to my heart, something that I'm manifesting, and this is something that you can manifest too. Manifest by speaking your manifestations out. Use affirmations, because like I said earlier, sound healing is so powerful during this portal. And so something that I'm manifesting 3 healing centers around the world, where they can also not only serve as a healing center, but also as educational spaces, because we need a whole new school system to equip the star children, the dragon children, the indigo children, the rainbow children that are coming into our planet right now. Like if those kids go to our school to prison pipelines, like they're going to be diagnosed with ADHD and so many other things because they are just so out of this world, so amazing, like such cosmic energy that our world is not ready. Our world's institutions are not ready to equip them. So that's what I'm manifesting. I'm manifesting 3 of these around the world. So I'm excited for that. I'm manifesting a foundation to make that a reality. Let me see. Okay, let me go all the way down to the bottom. Yeah, and Phoenix is saying it's very true. It's a very lonely down this road. And again, just know that you're not alone. You have this community here. We do this every other Friday on YouTube Live. Remember to subscribe to our channel, because I also go live on Wednesdays to give energy updates. We have the full moon coming up next Sunday. And also, like, I just realized this. We just had the new moon, like almost exactly 7 days before this portal, and 7 days after this portal we have the full moon. And so you can feel the power of change coming, right? New beginnings, and everything. And so we're gonna have a full moon ceremony next Sunday, probably with Kalima. So she's gonna come in and burn everything that we're still holding on to, because it's really a time to just release everything. And so someone said, is manifesting while on your period more powerful? Yes, it is. The power of, like, back in the day, before, socialization of modern society, the menstrual blood was seen as liquid gold. And so because women were the first shamans, healers, spiritual guides, priestesses, oracles, women were the first to be so connected to creation, to spirit. Because our power was so strong, we were persecuted, forced to go do these ceremonies in caves, in the forest, so that we wouldn't be targeted. And so, slowly as like the veil of darkness started coming into our world, the feminine was seen as evil, as so many horrible things, because it was so powerful and because it was bringing in such powerful light. And so that's why today we see periods as something gross at the collective level, right? Individually we have our own relationship, but we've been taught to see periods as gross, as uncomfortable, as something you don't talk about, because it's something so powerful. So yes, manifesting while you're on your menstrual cycle is super powerful. Let me see. What filter works best for water? So as long as you're drinking alkaline water, that's already a step in the right direction. Like the best water, to be honest, is spring water. Like if you have a well, that's my dream as well, to go live somewhere where I can dig a well into the earth and have this super pure water. So anything as natural as possible, I would say. So I hope you guys have an amazing equinox. Remember to do some releasing before you're manifesting. And again, thank you so much for joining. Please share this with a friend so that they listen to this meditation and they also send out some beautiful energy into this grid that we connected around the world, so we can avoid all the craziness that's going to continue to happen and instead manifest this transition happen in the most optimal way. I hope to see you at our manifesting ceremony for the equinox, and if not, like, go check out our YouTube. We have so many free meditations. We have manifesting meditations as well. Again, you want to manifest during this time, so I hope you have a beautiful equinox, and I'm wishing you amazing new beginnings, and I'm so excited to hear and see what this next chapter is going to look like for you. Sending you so much love. Namaste. Bye everyone.